Hey, it's Ash from Revolution Me. I want to do a quick video on the importance of our physical health in maintaining a positive mental attitude. And the reason I'm doing this video is because there's a lot of people out there who talk about mindset and attitude and positive psychology and human behavior, which is all great stuff. And often the elephant in the room, people who are not meeting their basic physiological needs. Now I'm going to be addressing 4 things in this video: nutrition, hydration, rest and sleep, and movement. If you doubt the link between physical and mental health, all you need to do is look up something called the Minnesota Starvation Experiment. It was an experiment done during the Second World War to look at the impact of famine on the human body and ways that people could be rehabilitated. So what the researchers did was they recruited healthy young men who, for a 6-month period, consumed half the number of calories that they needed to function. So they didn't starve completely. Their calorie intake was restricted. And what happened to these men from a psychological perspective was just amazing. During the 6-month period, they became depressed, anxious, and irritable. They would snap at other people at the drop of a hat. They became really secretive about food, and they started to either hoard food or become really fascinated and obsessed with cookbooks and anything to do with people eating. Some of them engaged in really uncharacteristic behaviors. Some of them became violent and aggressive. There was even one man who self-harmed. Now you might be listening to this thinking, gee, these behaviors sound a lot like what happens in people who have anorexia, and it's absolutely true. These were healthy young men, and simply by restricting their calories, they were showing behaviors that we would consider typical of those who have anorexia. And I think that if that study was done today, we could probably diagnose these men with an eating disorder. Absolutely amazing that just by doing this one thing, it completely changed their mental state. Now, we can fast forward to today. That study would never be done again because it will never get past an ethics committee. We see evidence of it all around us. People who are on these crazy diets, eating 1,200, 1,500 calories while maintaining their normal activities. People who only sleep for, 3, 5, 6 hours a night. And we know that that's not enough for them because they're needing to use stimulants to get themselves going in the morning. I think with this fast-paced lifestyle, it's no wonder that depression and anxiety are on the rise because people just aren't taking care of their needs. Instead of drinking water, people drink soft drink or tea or coffee or energy drinks, which is not the same. Those things don't hydrate your body. They actually dehydrate you. And of course, movement. People who either don't move enough, they're sitting on the couch all day, they're sitting behind a computer all day, or people who exercise too much and they're thrashing themselves and they're not adequately refueling and they're not getting enough rest to sustain that level of activity. And it's all topsy-turvy, right? People are focusing on these details of their thinking and their mindset and their self-talk, which is all great stuff to do. But I'll tell you what, if you're having negative thoughts and if you're feeling tired and you're not feeling motivated and you're sleeping only 3 hours a night or 5 hours a night, or you're only eating, 1,200 calories or whatever, or you're not drinking enough water, or you're not doing any exercise, it's no wonder you're feeling like that. And no amount of self-talk, no amount of coaching or therapy is going to move you past the fact that you're not meeting your basic physiological needs. You might be doing really well in your current lifestyle and you've got something that's healthy and sustainable. If you can sleep for 5 hours a night and be in excellent health and mental health, that's great. And more power to you. But I would say that if there's a part of you that, you're not feeling the best, you're a bit tired, your mood's a bit up and down, you're a bit irritable, you're a bit snappy, you're not quite happy with some aspect of your life, don't worry about the minutiae yet. Make sure you're covering your bases and then you can look into the details. That's the whole purpose of this video. I hope you found it useful. Leave me a comment and I'll catch you next time.